A woman in a man's world. This is the usual description for world-class racer Michele Bumgarner, the first Filipina ever to reach her level in car racing. But it's no biggie for Michele, who has been racing since the age of 9. At first, she thought it was a cool sport. It would turn out to be a source of pride, not just for her family and country, but for women everywhere. Time and again, Michele has proven that the racetrack knows no gender. Born in a family of racers, professional racing is in the blood of Michele Bumgarner. Even as a kid, Michele already showed signs that she is more than your average girl. Instead of dressing up Barbie dolls, she played tennis and drove go-karts.
My passion started at a very young age. I started racing go-karts when I was about 9, but started driving when I was about 7 or 8 years old. I just chose racing because I thought that it was more fun and not a lot of girls were in it. And it's just, you know, the feeling that you, at such a young age, you can drive this machine on your own. I mean, that's the coolest feeling ever.
From her first go-kart drive at the age of 7, Michele has never really let go of the steering wheel. What were supposedly toys for the big boys became her buddy. Her inspiration and mentor, her own father.
My dad owned the fun kart track in Subic Bay. So me and my family would always go there every weekend, and we started driving. And I started racing when I was 9. On and off the track, he has taught me so much, and he has helped me so much.
It was only after winning her first kart race that she started to think of racing as a career. Thus, she jump-started from being a fun driver to a professional and world-class racer. Since then, she has worked with the greats. She also raced with well-known racing personalities like Matteo Guidicelli and Marlon Stockinger. Her coach is former world karting champion Terry Fullerton. She continues to break records and bring pride to the country, especially Filipinas. Going neck to neck with the toughest drivers from all over the world is no problem for Michele. Nonetheless, she is not spared from discrimination and pressure for being in a man's sport.
I think we have to, as females in this sport, we have to, I guess, work harder because we have more to prove than guys that are already in the sport. Some of the boys are just like, who is this girl and stuff like that. So I don't do much talking off the track. I let my driving on the track do the talking for me.
Her emblem is a purple butterfly to show the world that she is one tough lady.
I won't forget the one race. I was in Suzuka and I was against, you know, factory drivers, like the top drivers of teams. And I won. I was the first female to win a heat race in the World Cup in Suzuka. And so the team owner who I beat at the race came up to me after the race and gave me a hug and shook my hand. So that to me, you know, to get respect from professionals and top people in the industry of karting at the time was something I'll never forget, because that made me realize, okay, they actually see me as a competitor, not just a girl in their sport.
And of course, representing the Philippines is one great honor.
Doing something that you love and representing your country at the same time, you know, while doing your passion is just simply amazing.
Sadly though, she sees a decline in interest in motorsports in the country. But she's positive everything will make a U-turn for the best. Motorsports expert Ron De Los Reyes shares the same sentiment.
Ito was in the 1960s and the 70s that we had the golden age of Philippine motorsports.
Even before Michele, a number of Filipino racers have put the Philippines in the world motorsports map.
You have Dodgy Laurel and Pocholo Ramirez. And then you have also V. Pisada and Mike Potenciano, Jody Coseteng.
Now, he is glad to see a new breed of pro racers making it big in the international arena. With the help of Michele, he hopes the sport will rev up again. With a little turbo boost, Ron is confident that the industry can relive its glory days.
Ang kulang talaga is sponsorship. Maraming gustong kumarera. I wish that other companies will also have not just their own, but the brands should be competing against one another.
Even with all the awards and titles under her belt, Michele never tires of pushing beyond her limits. Now, she has her eyes set on the prestigious IndyCar series. She will again rally under the Philippine flag.
We'll be leaving for the States probably in the next couple of days, either this week or next week. I'm going to be racing in the States again, the Pro Mazda Road to Indy series in the States. And so I'm going to be busy doing that this year, and hopefully if this year goes well, I can move up to Indy Lights, and then hopefully in a couple of years I can reach my goal, which is IndyCar and the Indy 500. So I'll be the first Pinoy since Joby Marcelo to try and attempt to make the Indy 500.
She knows racing is a tough and dangerous sport, where there is no other way but to keep moving forward at full throttle, at full speed.
Yeah, just go for it. I mean, no one's stopping you. Don't let these boys intimidate you just because you're a girl. But I think just keep your head up and keep moving forward.
The Indy 500 is the holy grail of U.S. open-wheel car racing. And more than any racer from the Philippines, male or female, Michele has the biggest chance of breaking into it. It's a long way indeed from the kart circuit of Subic, proving that with passion, one can reach the top of the game. Up next, and experience the first and longest running professional racing school in the country.
Midas Hotel and Casino, a contemporary, design-led lifestyle hotel in the majestic hub of Manila with fabulous views of sunset on the bay. Midas offers designer amenities and guest rooms and suites, supreme restaurant options for sumptuous enjoyment, event studios for corporate meetings and vows, and a casino with world-class gaming. Here at Midas, we make days into moments. Sparkling creativity, it's stylemanship by Midas.